everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 2 stocks that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of Saturday's video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. So let's get started. So right off the bat, yesterday there was a sell-off, unfortunately. But again, as y'all been watching my previous videos, I told y'all that as we are trading in these record highs, you should always assume that the top is near, and that's what makes us day traders. All right, so as of the sell-off, I'm not surprised. Is this thing going to continue? Can we see this thing go down even further? Again, I think so. There's a lot of room over here. Again, there is a lot of room over here near the $4,000 range. So if we can get there, again, this will be an excellent dip buying opportunity for dip buyers slash long-term investors. We had a solid run for like the past 3 weeks now, I think. Yeah, 3 weeks to a month. And it's time for it to cool down, and that's perfectly okay. So do not freak out. Just take what the market gives you and be more realistic without being too optimistic, if you know what I mean. Now, the top 2 stocks for today's video. The first one is SYY. Yeah. And the reason why I want to share SYY with all of you is because of this. If you look on the 30-minute, there is a very clean pattern right over here. Right over here. There isn't any pre-market activities on this stock right now. It has a history of not showing any pre-market activity actually, but the pattern looks very, very, very clean. It doesn't follow the SPY as aggressively as your tech stock. It follows more of like the Dow Jones. So we may see this one actually playing out well and moving to the upside. So this one is more like a like your MMM, which either doesn't go anywhere or actually move up. It doesn't tank ferociously with the market. So keep this one on your watches for a potential move. That hammer on the daily chart looks very, very, very good. So watch that one for a potential breakout today. The next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, since the market is kind of iffy and it looks like it wants to tumble back down, therefore the second one is for short sellers. So that stock is Facebook. All right, and Facebook had a tremendous run for quite some time now. It's been crushing it from the lows of 250 all the way up to the highs of 315, and this looks like a dead cat bounce. And that floor right here, that floor that I drew, it just broke. And again, if the market continues to collapse, this thing might tank all the way down to 295 today. So keep your eyes out for that move. I'm not bullish on the tech industry as of like right now, and a pullback would be nice. Like if it could drop some more, then yeah, like I said, it could be a phenomenal dip buying opportunity. So these are the top 2 stocks to watch for today, one for the longs and one for the shorts. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest for those of y'all who asked. Somebody in the comment section mentioned, is it time to short Intel? INTC. And Intel right now, as you can see, I have this line drawing, and the reason why is because of this. It's looking quite vulnerable at the moment. Earnings is right around the corner. I do not condone holding anything through earnings. Again, for those of y'all who have been following us for a long time, you know us, holding anything through earnings is 150% gambling, and we don't do that here. So, but if you're going to do it, honestly, I think being short is much more favorable rather than being long. And the reason why is because it has a long history of disappointing through earnings. Intel does that a lot. All right. Like this massive run up that we had over here, and then it immediately flushed down, and then this one again right here, and this one again right here. So holding anything through earnings, like especially long, is not the wisest. I would not do that if I was to hold through it. Again, I don't do it, but if you're going to do it, um, it seems like the shorts might win on this one. So keep that one on your watches for potential short as well. Again, if the market continues to be bearish on the tech industry. The next one that I'm going to be following up on is PLBY. So PLBY has been doing phenomenal for us. For those of y'all who watched Saturday's video, I told y'all that I really like this one for a potential shorts, and it performed to perfection. I actually took a trade on this one. I took multiple trades actually. So if you're gonna go over here to the Robinhood account and see exactly when I started buying puts. So I started buying puts somewhere over here. So at like 9:08 on the 16th, which is right over here. Let me change that. So the 16th was Friday, and I started accumulating puts right over here, right after a drop, right after the top failed, and all of the panic started kicking in. So this is where I started loading up. That's where I knew the top was in, and then I started buying more puts over here, and then buying more puts over here, and then I started selling again. This contract right here expired on Friday, and I bought it for 80 cents each. I bought two contracts, and I sold one of them for 165, and then the next one for around 140, and then I bought more calls for the next week that followed, which is right over here. So overall, I bought a lot of calls. I bought a total of 9 calls, one here, two here for May, and then 3 more, and then yeah, these were the 9 puts. Puts. All right, puts that I bought, and the total cost was around like $4,600. And then I sold all of my puts on Monday, which is right over here. This was my selling order. I sold them for approximately $1,000 in profit at 10.16, and 10.16 is right over here, right at the bottom, right there. All right, and then the stock just consolidated afterwards, and then I got back in with 3 more puts over here, just in case they wanted to like pay me more, which is right over here. All right, so am I bearish on this thing still? Yes, I still am, and it looks like it wants to tank again today. So keep this one in your watches for a continuation down. I think, like, again, my drawings are still on the chart. It wants to tank some more. It wants to continue to pay the shorts, and if the market is bearish, then this thing is gonna go down with it. So keep that one on your watches for a potential shorting opportunity today. All right. Now another stock which I actually took a day trade on is QS, and I talked about QS in the past. I was actually bullish on it until that floor broke. That floor broke, and it looked like a very good opportunity for shorts. So I decided to take a day trade on there. I got in over here, somewhere over here near between like 34 and 33. If you're going to the Robinhood account, again, that was right over here. Yeah, this is where I started buying at exactly 9:15 for $1,000 right here for puts, and then another $1,000 that was 2 minutes later. Okay, so right over here, and then I started covering over here. I sold 3 puts for $750, and then I sold 3 more puts for $780, and then I sold the last 4 puts at 10.13 and 13. All of these orders were sold in these regions right here. This is where I covered. I missed the bottom by quite a lot. I should have been more patient with this one, but that's okay though. Could this thing go down even further? I think so. I think it can go down to 30, maybe even 29 before we see a potential reversal on this one. Again, long term has been crushed for quite some time. It's at these lows right now, which is very appealing to debt buyers and long-term investors who have very high conviction on this company. So be very careful if you're still going short. It looks like the opposite of the runaway gap. Like it gaps down and then it just keeps falling and falling. It looks like it. But as a short seller, you don't want to be too greedy, and you don't want to be trapped and have a strong bias towards one direction. Again, be objective and trade what the market gives you. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are supposed to be released every single day in the morning, and the post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook as well. And Facebook, right? And if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Again, be very, very careful out there. The market wants to roll over. And if it falls to 4,000, that's actually a good thing. Do not freak out. Enjoy the outro.